What are the most common SEO mistakes that everyone up on?
One of the biggest mistakes with B2B SEO is...
What are the top performers doing makes them dominate?
Well, there's a few things. Money keywords. They're looking at the top 3 organic results. They look for gaps. They're assessing what type of page Google favors.
If you're explaining to a child, how does it work? What's the keyword? What are you doing? Like, what's the whole process?
Yeah. So...
For the last 4 years, I've managed millions in ad spend, worked with hundreds of businesses and generated hundreds of thousands of leads, all for B2B SaaS, tech and service companies. I've learned what works on platforms like LinkedIn and Facebook, but SEO on Google has always been my blind spot. So as a complete newbie, I wanted to learn how to become an SEO master. And that's why I brought in Sam Dunning, a pro in B2B SEO. And in this video, we're going to uncover the mistakes almost everyone messes up, what the top performers are doing to dominate, and most importantly, the best strategy that makes it all work now, not outdated advice from 10 years ago. Now, for years, Google SEO felt like a black box. Everyone said it was powerful, but I did not get why or what made it so frustrating. So first, I wanted to find out the biggest pros and cons of B2B SEO so I could find out if it was right for me.
There's a few benefits to a solid B2B SEO strategy. One is if you're using paid media or Google Ads or pay-per-click, it reduces your reliance on paid media. Also, folks, especially in the tech sector, place more importance in organic search results. So if you're number one organic, non-paid, non-sponsored in Google, folks actually trust you a little bit more. They're very aware of what a sponsored ad and organic listing is. Thirdly, it's the evergreen effect. So have you ever done a search on YouTube where you've searched for, in your case, maybe John, LinkedIn marketing strategies or LinkedIn ads guides, whatever? You'll see videos that are a few months old, but you'll also see videos that are years old. And that shows the evergreen effect. So some of the biggest fails when it comes to SEO is folks think it takes 6 to 12 months to see results. The truth is, with a solid strategy, you can see wins within 90 days. Another is SEO is focused on technical, so messing around with page speed, image alt tags, menu navigation, when really, for most B2B service or tech companies, you should focus on revenue driving content. The last is probably folks see it as a tick box exercise or as one and done, when really it's more about the strategy, revenue driving content, earning links and more.
Okay, so now I understand the pros and cons, but let's be honest, as with any marketing approach, it doesn't always work. So I wanted to find out what the most common f***ups are that play out over and over again.
One of the biggest mistakes with B2B SEO is companies get caught in the traffic trap. They focus on traffic at all costs. And that usually means they're focusing on top funnel keywords or informational based keywords. As a practical example, that could be terms like what is or how to, but very surface level questions like what is a KPI, how to build a website, what is a CRM, simple queries. And the problem is, whilst these terms might yield a lot of traffic on Google search, they're soon going to be blown out by AI. So instead, you want to flip that on its head and focus on bottom of funnel keywords and topics, aka money keywords. What is a dream client likely to search when they need our solution now, when they're comparing us to alternatives, or when they have a juicy, crisp, specific problem that we solve? Start with commercial long tail keywords to drive clients from SEO a lot quicker.
Okay, so I learned the things that a majority of people do that keeps them trapped in purgatory, feeling like they're making no progress despite their efforts. But a small percentage of companies just seem to absolutely dominate in this approach. So what makes them so different? What are they doing?
Well, there's a few things. First off, they're making a list and exhausting their money keywords, those commercial long tail queries that folks will type in when they're ready to invest in the offer or book a call or compare alternatives or have a juicy problem you solve. They're making an exhaustive list. Then once they've got each one of their money keywords, they're quite literally typing those on Google. They're looking at the top 3 organic results. They're assessing what type of page Google favors. Then they review the top 3 organic non-paid listings. They look for gaps in those competitor pages, add social proof, make it easy for folks to convert, not just a wall of text blog that someone's going to land on and bounce the heck off.
So by this point in time, I felt like I'd learned what made SEO effective and I knew what separated success from failure. But if I wanted to get to number 1 on Google for organic search, what is the best system?
Still tons of folks are searching on Google when they need an offer or when they need a solution, when they need a service, when they have a problem, oftentimes their first port of call is to Google it. So if your website can show top, then you have a good chance to, one, get that potential visitor to your site. Then if your website does a good job showing you know their world, maybe you know their problems, you've got the answers to their questions, you've got some proof, you've got some trust signals, then you can potentially convert those into a potential lead or opportunity. And often that's done by identifying topics or keywords that folks would search on Google when they need your offer, then building best-in-class content to rank for those terms, often juicing those up. The more competitive the keyword is to rank for, then you might juice those up with backlinks. So having other websites within your niche, within your industry, linking over to your site to boost your trust signals with Google, and then publishing content. Over time, building out this strategy, you can start to steadily rank your website higher in Google's organic search results to ramp up your qualified traffic, because we're focusing on money keywords, ideally for in-market prospects or mid-funnel prospects that have a decent level of intent around our offer, and over time ramp up your pipeline of qualified leads from SEO. Backlinks are going to be needed for when you go for more competitive keywords. So you can rank with content alone, but that's usually for less competitive queries. So usually, as an example, something like calendar scheduling software is going to be very difficult to rank for. You'll have giants like Calendly, HubSpot Meetings, Chili Piper in the top organic results. Whereas if you went for a longer tail keyword like best calendar scheduling tools for recruitment teams, that would be a little bit easier to rank for because it's a longer tail, it's a more specific query. So let's pretend we wanted to rank for best calendar tools as an example. We'd need to, even if we built the best piece of content in the world, the best page in the world that's more helpful, useful, authoritative, trustworthy than the current top 3 organics, we'd still need links to send trust signals to Google and start outranking these giants. So building backlinks, other sites that are in your niche linking to your site, to your money keyword, to your page as a do follow link. There's a few ways you can do that. One of my favorite ways to earn backlinks for free is through partnerships. So find companies that serve the same ideal client profile, the same target clients as yourself, but are not direct competitors, and then reach out to those folks. So it's a really good way not only to get an SEO boost for a decent backlink, but also opens the door for more future reciprocal business.
So the system makes sense, but what I wanted to know is what happens when you've got a really big competitor that's far more established and is already all over all of your keywords. Is there a way to take down giants?
One way that you can beat giant competitors in your industry, because we all got them, we've all got the big 3, the big 4, the big 5 competitors that are always there, always brought up to an annoying state on sales calls. One way you can outrank those is often big competitors in mid-market or enterprise level companies. They're super slow moving. So they might have a list of focused topics or keywords they want to rank for, but it's going to take them weeks or months to get those topics signed off, another few weeks or months to get the content written, another few weeks or months to then design the page, and then another few weeks or months to get the developers to actually program those pages, publish those pages to the website. Meanwhile, as a scrappier, fast-moving team, if you can build out your topics of your money keywords, build out the content, build out a cadence for publishing at scale, publishing at speed, this is how you can start to outrank slow-moving giants that have tons of execs, tons of red tape, move super slow to get anything done.
Now, after speaking with Sam, I felt like I had way more of a handle on how to make B2B SEO work. But let's face it, SEO is one cog in a far bigger machine. It will bring you traffic, but to acquire clients, you need to have your messaging nailed. You also need a system to generate sales calls predictably and reliably on autopilot. And even after that, you need a way to nurture leads and convert them into paying customers. That's where the Control Growth Framework comes in. It's a system I've spent the last 5 years building that is the most simple, efficient, and effective end-to-end client acquisition system. And in this video here, I give you the entire system, which shows you how to clarify your marketing messaging, set up a sales call engine, and build trust and convert prospects at scale. Click the link and I'll see you over there. And if you want to hear more from Sam or potentially work with him, I've put a link to his podcast, social channels, and also his website below.